Guys, welcome back to OD Simulation Gaming. Hope you're all really well. We are just making our final adjustments here before we get ourselves going on European Truck Simulator 2. Hopefully won't be two ticks here. We're just sorting out the final final settings for the game. So I hope you're all really well anyway. And we will get ourselves cracking with the game. Right then, let's get that transitioned over to live screen for you all now. Hopefully you can see us there in our rather nice Volvo FH16 tractor unit in its metallic blue colour. Absolutely stunning bit of kit, the FH16 780. We've got our Union Jack flags hanging on the outside there, and as you can see on the top, we've got our twin air horns as well, guys. Sounding great. On the back there we've got our JCB excavator as well, and we're going to be hauling this afternoon on our step frame low loader trailer. So let's hop back into the cab, get ourselves settled in and ready for departure, guys. See how we get on, eh? See how we go, see how we do. So we're over in Liège at the moment, over in Belgium, and we'll get cracking. Get ourselves on the road and get ourselves gone. Big old trailer, this big old unit. Need to be a little bit careful how we maneuver ourselves around the corners, because as you can see, it's a big old rig. It's a whopper. Let's get ourselves gone. The light's gone green. Too busy admiring the truck. Hey Harry, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good afternoon. It's piping hot here at OD Simulation HQ, and we just thought we would throw on ETS2 and have a blast on the game, buddy. Come on, old girl, up that hill. There we go, she's up. Got a low loader on the back, Harry. We're carrying a big JCB excavator, as you can see there. Big heavy load, this one. So going with caution, it has to be said. Going steady. So just leaving Liège now in Belgium. And from memory, can't remember, let's have a quick look on our thing. Yeah, Bratislava we're heading down to, so we've got about 635 miles to do down to Bratislava. There's a car now coming up there we go, you can sod off. We're coming that way, matey. You can skedaddle. There we go. Right, cruise control is in at 50. That's probably quick enough actually for this particular size vehicle, particularly given that we are pretty heavy down the back end there. Actual fact, I can't remember how much that weighed, but it was pretty significant, that's for certain. It was heavy. I'll just turn off the in fact no, I'll leave the mini map on in the corner actually, because that's a good reference for you guys there watching at the other end. You can see exactly where we are and what we're up to. But yeah, welcome into the Volvo FH16. We've got our kettle and our mug there ready to go for a cup of tea or coffee on the go. We've got our minions swinging around from the rooftop as well. So Gru's minions are watching over us on this particular journey, making sure we're behaving ourselves. Those clouds look like they might just open up in a minute. Looks like we might get a bit of weather. We'll keep our eyes on that. Yeah, gorgeous game. This absolutely incredible game. Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Popcorn. Hello, mate. How are you? Hope you're well. It's a bit warm out there, buddy. Even hotter tomorrow, Monday, I've seen on the weather forecast today. Chuffing hot, to put it politely. We've got a problem up here, guys. We've got a fire. There is a fire on the hard shoulder. Looks like it's a petroleum tank. We're going to stick some hazard lights on there, and we'll try and just change lanes here. Obviously, our trailer is pretty sizable here, as you can see, with the excavator on the back. Let's try and get away from that fire. That is burning. We don't want to get too close to that, in fact. Let's move over. Yeah, that's a petroleum tanker on fire, guys. So that's as warm as it is here in OD Towers, I can tell you that right now. Just have a look at that as we go past, guys. She's burning. She is really, really hot. Look at that. I've not seen a fire on here just yet. But there we go, guys. That is going to go bang, isn't it? Driver's done well, bless him. He's managed to detach the trailer and pull away from it. You right there, mate? Have you rung the... you rung him up, mate? Bless him. I'll carry on, pal. Wow. There you go, eh? There you go. Full of drama already, the journey, and we've only just got on the motorway here. El Scorchio. Yeah, Harry, Popcorn Towers is always red hot, matey. It's always warm there for our Roman, bless him. Right then, let's get cracking. We'll just get some lights on the vehicle as we're coming up to 8 o'clock at night now. So what we'll do, just as the sun goes down on us, we'll capture the sunset. That'll be nice for us. We'll find somewhere to park up, and we'll have a little break, because it's always difficult, isn't it, when you're driving at night time, particularly on a live stream. There's not a lot for you guys to see, so we'll wind the game on shortly, so that you're not sitting here staring at a blank screen. Guys, if you wouldn't mind, give that like button a tap for me. Every little helps with the YouTube analytics. And obviously, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to drop us a subscribe as well, guys. Meanwhile, the Volvo FH16 780 brake horsepower is making very light work of this big JCB excavator that we've got on the back end. Absolutely child's play work for this vehicle. There we go there on the follow cam. It's very difficult to keep that straight on that particular camera mode, but we'll do our best for you so you can just see and get a good idea what we're doing. And there we go. Wicked, thanks Popcorn, appreciate that, and cheers matey with the Pepsi Max. I hope that's going down lovely for you, mate, on this incredibly warm June afternoon here in the UK. It's definitely starting to get warmer in the afternoons now. About this time really, 3:30, 4 o'clock onwards, it just starts to get a bit unbearable, doesn't it now, as that sun starts dropping down. So we've got our summer carnival and procession tomorrow in the village where I am with Popcorn Simulation Gaming. So the village will be absolutely buzzing from about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, with all the various local schools and activity clubs getting involved and having their floats in the procession. I've very generously donated a HGV from my work into the carnival procession, so my daughter and her friends are going to be on the back of that. They've got their theme picked. The theme for the whole carnival this year is a sport theme, so you can come dressed in sports gear. You can do sporting activities on the day in the village as well, and down on the showground. So it sounds like it's going to be absolutely wicked and good fun for the kids, but incredibly warm as well. So, and good afternoon, Mandy Mumu. Good afternoon to you, darling, and welcome in to the stream. We're here, we're having a burn up on ETS2. We've got a whopping great big JCB excavator on the back end of us. She's pretty damn heavy. And the Volvo is making light work of it, though, I must say, chewing up those miles nicely. So as the sun sets on us now, we'll find somewhere just to pull into. Oh, look at that down there, look guys, is that a viaduct? Yeah, looks stunning, look at that. This is what I'm talking about, guys, with ETS. Popcorn and I had an absolutely brilliant convoy yesterday evening into the very small hours of the morning, in fact, and we were both agreeing and saying that this game, it just keeps on giving. No matter what you're doing, there is always something amazing to look at, whether that's a sunrise, a sunset, the viaduct that we just went past a few moments ago there, a vehicle, a livery, a building. There is so much in this game, it's insane. It really is, and I'm absolutely buzzing that I've got this game and that I made that transition away from console and onto PC, because PC gaming really is unrivaled. There's nothing standardized about PC gaming. You can do whatever you want. It's brilliant, and I'm absolutely loving it. And you know, I'm no computer whiz, I'll tell you that right now. There was once upon a time that I was a wizard on a computer, but now absolutely no hope. It's hard work for me now, but thankfully with some very good friends around me, and you know who you are, you've been very helpful, and we will get there in the end. So we'll find somewhere, hopefully very soon in fact, to whoops, wrong button, let's come out of there. We'll find somewhere very soon we're just coming around the outskirts of Frankfurt, guys. You'll recognise this from Fernbus. Most of you would have seen that before. I certainly have on Fernbus, and I'll tell you what, SCS, you've blown it away. You really have blown TML into the park with this. The modelling is fantastic. Yeah, Harry, just catching up with the chat there. I will be down there, mate, with my sun cream on and my water bottle and my cap. Absolutely right. It's going to be, funnily enough, I'm actually a bit concerned about welfare of the kids tomorrow. I need to be very careful with the youngsters in the carnival, because they're the last ones to ask for a drink, aren't they? So we don't want them overheating. That's for certain. Harry can't stop playing this game. I certainly can't either. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Wicked, wicked game. So let's see if we can find... Yeah, here we go. Service is coming up, guys. Just after this next junction, actually, we'll dive in there and we'll get some kip. And all being well, we'll get sunrise coming up as well. That'd be nice for us to enjoy together on this stream. So, guys, what are your plans this afternoon? Let me know in the chat. Let me know what you're up to. Are you trying to keep cool out there, or have you got plans for later? Maybe you've got the barbecue coming out. Maybe you've got some friends or family over to see you. Let me know what you're up to. Just come into here. And we shall, all being well, find somewhere just to park up. We don't need any fuel, so hopefully we can just go right round here. Actually give me the option to sleep there, does it? So maybe I need to... Oh no, I need to go further, don't I? I've got to go to those blue beds. Sorry guys, I was fixated on the green petrol pump icon there. Let's just come down here back into the truck park. This is where we want to be, isn't it? Here we are. Right, let's chuck it into this first empty bay here. There we go. Right, so engine off. Press enter to have a rest. Snoozy, snoozy, snoozy. There we go, that's better. We've now got daybreak. I'll just catch up with the chat while we're sat here. Popcorn's lost his Wi-Fi. Hopefully he's back in, bless him. Maybe it's overheated in all that heat. And Mandy's a happy moo-moo. She's managed to get hold of some free DLCs for Power Wash Simulator. Well, that sounds marvellous, Mandy. And actually, maybe you can come round here with your hose pipe and keep us all cool, love. Blinking heck. It's warm. Maybe a bit of Power Wash Simulator will cool you down. Right then, guys, let's get ourselves back onto the motorway. There goes a very nice tractor there on the back of that flatbed step frame low loader. That looked nice actually as it came rattling by. I didn't quite see what the tractor unit was. Could have been a Scania actually. 100% sure. Let's have a quick look on the outside cam again. There we go, guys. There we go, rattling away down the motorway. Brilliant. Absolutely awesome. So rather stupidly, I should have probably got some diesel while we're in at that garage. Not sure if you can see the diesel level of our truck right now, but we're just under half a tank. We have got the realism setting turned on for fuel consumption, so you know, the gradient of the road you're driving on, the weight of the truck you're driving, and the weight of the load, more importantly, all take into consideration how much fuel you are using. And just down here we've got our clipboard there that we're keeping a note of. All our paperwork is in order. You can see my Despicable Me minions there hanging in the window. Kettle is there, primed and ready to go, guys, if we fancy a quick cuppa on the way. We've got another minion down there on the air freshener. When we stop for some fuel, I'll show you who else is in the truck as well. We've got a special guest in the cab at the moment. I'll show you just who that is when we get parked up for some fuel in a couple of minutes' time. Yeah, Harry, no need to fill up when it's always halfway down, mate. You can keep going. You'll be surprised how far you can go on those tanks, buddy. Plenty of juice in them, but funnily enough, as Popcorn and I found on our joint convoy yesterday evening, he was driving I think it was a Mercedes actually. I mean, he'll let me know in chat if I'm wrong. I think it was a Mercedes. It had a really small diesel tank on it, and what we were finding was he was using so much diesel so much quicker than my truck. Bless him, he had to keep pulling in every couple of 100 miles just to keep the tank topped up. But thankfully, with a few quick jobs done and dusted, we managed to get him an upgrade. So he was well away by the end of the night. And there's our CK Sim Gaming. Good afternoon, CK. Hope you're well, matey. Welcome in. There's that tractor I was saying about alongside us. That's a big old tractor, isn't it? What is that? JCB by the looks of it. Some description. Be a bit careful there as I fiddle with my mouse. Got to be very careful in ETS2 with your mouse. You can soon be looking out the wrong window or at the floor or at the bloody roof. $99 flake. Oh, Popcorn, don't, mate. You're making me jealous sat here. Actually, the kids have got a stack load of lollies and things in the freezer. I'll probably dive into one of those once this stream's over and done with. Now look what we're doing here, guys. We've got two trucks level pegging for pole position, haven't we? How often have you seen this in real life, eh? You see it all the time. They speed match. They think one's quicker than the other. Then they get alongside each other, and then it's, you know, it's neck and neck for, you know, 10-15 minutes, isn't it? So what we'll do, we will ramp our... In fact, he's turning off. Lovely. Thanks, matey. We'll give him a blast on the horns. There he goes. Harry wants to change his lorry to something different, so he's going to trade that in. Yeah, good idea, Harry. You can, of course, keep the old lorry if your funds allow, and you can chuck in a driver into there, can't you? There's the trains, guys. Look, there we go. There goes CK Sim Gaming and Popcorn on the trains and the trams. Look above us. Absolutely brilliant. And that's what I'm on about, guys, earlier when I said that there's always something in this game to draw your attention to, you know. And that was one of those moments there with the tram and the train going in either direction. And Popcorn, yes, I agree, mate. Pricing of ice creams is scandalous. Absolutely frightening pricing. In actual fact, my daughter's school yesterday did something pretty incredible. So the PTA when it's really warm, like it is right now, after school, they get all their cool boxes out there and a little table, and they sell ice lollies and ice creams for £1 each. So they buy them all in and they sell them for £1, and any profit they make goes directly back into the school. And the queue yesterday afternoon was absolutely brilliant to see. Every kid there with an ice cream, enjoying themselves and keeping cool after a long day and a long week in the classrooms. Yeah, they did really, really well there. Absolutely great to see that. And hopefully they'll raise some funds for the school as well. So whereabouts are we now, guys, on the map? Let's have a quick look. We're just north of Nuremberg. You can see us there, rattling our way through Germany. And as a quick reminder, our end destination is Bratislava. We're due there sometime between 1750. Do I need to go? Oh, I need to go that way. I had to pause there, guys, because I wasn't quite sure which way I needed to go. So let's get back in the game. There we go. We're off. I was too busy fannying around with the map there. There we go. Right, let's get that back. There we are. Perfect. I'll leave that mini map on there, mainly for your viewing pleasure, guys, so you can just see how far away we are and what the time is and fuel level and bits and pieces like that. Trees are looking absolutely gorgeous through here, aren't they? Look, those big European trees. I don't really know what tree that is. Probably some sort of I don't know, is it a fir, is it a spruce, a European spruce? I don't know. Rather embarrassingly, I'm not sure what they are, but they look good. Maybe one of you can let me know in the chat what that is. There's a notification down there on our screen that driver Eleanor has levelled up. So that's just come across the bottom of our screen. Eleanor's one of our drivers that we've got on OD Transport Limited. She started with us today. She's out driving our Scania tractor unit. When I last looked, she was down in Turkey. And if you've not been to Turkey on ETS2, get yourselves down there. That was absolutely stunning. Really nice to travel through yesterday evening. I did that with popcorn again on our convoy. And guys, you know, if you are interested in doing a convoy journey with me, do let me know, and popcorn will no doubt join as well. I'm happy to give that a go at a mutual date that's convenient for you. Harry's asking how many drivers can you use at a time. Harry, I'm not entirely sure, matey. I think you can allocate essentially one driver per truck. So depending on how many slots you've got in your garage, and depending on how many trucks you've got in your garage, you could allocate a driver to each of them, mate. So yeah, I would assume that it's just ultimately limited by the number of trucks that you've got and the amount of space you've got in your garage. CK, no, it is not a firm bus flickery tree. Thank the Lord. Praise the Lord. Well, there's CK confirming the max 250. Brilliant, CK. Have you got them all in? Have you? I mean, I'm an absolute ETS novice, you know, by comparison to some of you guys that have been playing it since release back in 2012. 250 drivers, 250 trucks. That's a lot of diesel and a lot of mileage. Absolutely brilliant. So we'll dive in here for some fuel, guys, and I'll show you who our special guest is in the cab. Let's get ourselves in here. Here we are. Nice little station, this one. Got a truck there carrying some timber. Oopsie, slow down, slow down. A little bit too quick there. Swing that in. We'll just block up both of these lanes. And we'll see who comes off the pump first. But meanwhile, guys, quickly show you the outside again. Here's our truck. There's our lovely Union Jack flags there, look. They look wicked. So there's our Volvo FH16 780. She looks absolutely brilliant. And actually, I'm really impressed with the dynamics and physics of how this vehicle handles. It's absolutely fantastic. Really, really nice. There we go. We've got an empty bay now on the pump. So let's get ourselves onto pump 2 by the looks of that. Get ourselves some go-go juice. Get some Derv in there. So kill the engine handbrake on and start filling it up. £1.54 a litre. Still pretty expensive in comparison to our own garage where it's about 30p a litre. But nevertheless, we'll fill the tanks up. There we go, 533 litres. It's cost us 823 quid. No bother. Right then. Are you ready, guys? For let's just pull into the sunshine. So we make sure there's some light coming into the cab. Here we go. Right then. So the inside of the truck. There's our minion. There's our kettle and our mug. There's our holdall on the seat and our paperwork. And just behind us here, guys, we've got our little cat. There is the OD Simulation Gaming Pussycat. He's sat there on our bunk catching the sun, look, bless him. He's enjoying himself. I'm not sure what he's going to be called though. So guys, how about I leave it to you to figure out what name we call him. Have a little think of a really cool name for a cat that sits in a lorry, and we'll give him a name. How about that? And all being well, that little pussycat will be with us on all of our future journeys on ETS2 when we're driving the old Volvo, guys. Yeah, there's our first suggestion straight in. That's Mandy Moomer with Kitty. There we go, gorgeous little name. Quite like that actually, Kitty. I think there was a girl in my year at school actually who was called Kitty. Not sure whether that was actually her, Christian name, but yeah, Kitty. Harry's gone straight in there with a stupid suggestion. Windson. You silly sod, Harry. CK's gone with Laurie. Excellent play on words as always, CK. Fantastic. Awesome. Right, we'll get our mini-map back open for you guys so you can see where we are. We've just got about 250 miles to go, so it won't take us too long to cruise down. We'll try and keep the stream to a minimum for you on a hot day like today, and of course for my own welfare as well, sat here in a boiling hot house. Look at those logs, guys, on the side of the road there. Look, bit of tree felling gone on there. That looks wicked actually, how they've cleared all that. So that's the turn off for Munich there on the right hand side. So we're cruising on now down to Bratislava. Anyone been to Bratislava? let me know. I've never been to Slovakia, so I wouldn't know, but I hear good things about it. Teddy, says Harry. Little Teddy cat. Oh, look at this bridge, guys. This looks like a stunner, doesn't it? Let's get ourselves out the cab for this one. Here we go. Let's have a quick butchers as we go over here. Look. Look at that. That's awesome, isn't it? Look at the detailing on the water. The way those ripples are flowing. That's great. That's brilliant. This is, guys, this is exact. I'm swerving everywhere here, but that's what I'm on about with this game. It just gives you everything you want every 5 minutes. It's just round the next corner, bang, there it is. There's something else for you to enjoy and soak up. And I love the immersion of this game. You really do feel like you're here doing it. And you can lose yourself for bloody hours, can't you? You really can. Hours upon hours upon hours. CK's only been here in games, and that makes 2 of us then, CK. Mandy, you've not been either, so that's 3 of us. So we'll all do it virtually. How about that, guys? We'll have a virtual holiday to Slovakia, courtesy of OD Simulation Gaming. That's what we'll do. And guys, if you haven't already, do give that video a big thumbs up for me if you could. I'd really appreciate that. Just keep us helping out with the old YouTube analytics. Some nice bales in the field there from the farmer. Been hard at work. Little service station here, look guys, with the gantry over the top. Walk from one side to the other. I wonder whether there's a well-known fast food chain restaurant in there. Bound to be a few of them, isn't there? What's your favourite fast food choice, guys? When you're on the road, or maybe when you're not on the road, where do you generally dive into when you want that fast food fix? Where are you going, guys? Yeah, CK Farmer Gareth. Fantastic. My choice of fast food, guys, it's got to be a slide into Mackie D's, isn't it? Into the Golden Arches. I am fond of many things on their menu. Good old McDonald's. Although, when I was travelling northbound earlier this week, I pulled into Cherwell Valley Services in Oxfordshire, and I enjoyed a Burger King actually. That was nice. I haven't had a Burger King for some time, and that went down really well at lunchtime. I think it was a bacon XL Whopper meal or whatever it was called. Came with some onion rings as well. Very nice it was too. Very enjoyable. CK the microwave. Brilliant, mate. So we've got 166 miles to run in, guys. We won't be too much longer now. The Volvo will soon chew up those miles. That won't be a problem for us. I'm going to come off here. We're going to join the E55 down towards Slovakia. Nice and careful as we go around Slip road here. Come on, old girl, up you go. Go on, get that turbo whistling. That's it, nice. Gotta say, the audio in this game, they worked hard, didn't they, on the audio? The sound of the air going through the turbo there and whistling, and the transmission gearbox changes. Really, really nice. In fact, this particular Volvo should have dual clutch technology within it. I was actually looking at an FH 780 on Tuesday in real life. That was up at the Transport Expo Roadshow that I attended. Unfortunately, I was working, but nonetheless able to enjoy what was on offer that day, and met up with some old contacts and had a good chat, and lots of free drinks and goodies and snacks. Yeah, Popcorn, bless you, mate. Yeah, carry on, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. Really, really appreciate your support as always, matey. And drop me a line later when you fancy a bit of a convoy on ETS, buddy. We'll burn up some more mileage. No worries at all, buddy. CK don't often have fast food. Last time you did was a Max Burger. Ooh, Swedish. Okay, I've not heard of that chain before. What's that like, CK? I'd imagine that's quite good. The Swedish are normally pretty good at things. Ironically, we're talking about the Volvo truck, and you know that's a product of Sweden. Good old Volvo. Look at those cars on that transporter. Good lord. Do you know that's one thing in real life that frightens the bloody hell out of me as I'm driving? All of those cars on that trailer, the wobble on them is immense, isn't it? You see and feel every single bump that trailer goes through. And the driver's not going to let us come back in. Look, he's being absolute. In fact, it doesn't matter because we're not going to turn off here. So we'll just keep going actually, because that's going to slip off and feed off down to another. Oh, Harry. He loves a Nando's. Popular choice there for a bit of chicken. Oh right, Seekers, you spent some time in Sweden, have you? Brilliant. That sounds awesome, actually. So guys, we're down to our final 112 miles. Lovely reflection off of that glass there at the side of the road. Check that out, guys. That's brilliant, isn't it? That looks amazing. You know, so much of this landscape I can relate back to Fernbus now, and SCS have just blown it out the park. They really have. They've done really well. So we're down now to our last 96 miles, guys. Not long now before we arrive at the delivery point in Bratislava. If you're with us and you're with us for the first time here at OD Simulation Gaming, a warm welcome. Thanks for joining us on a very hot and sweaty Saturday afternoon. Certainly roasting hot down here in the south of England. And it's set to get warmer as the weekend goes on and into early next week. Desperate to have a big storm. I love a good old storm. Standing outside, watching those clouds come in, and then bang, the downpour the crashing and crackling of thunder and the flashing of lightning as well. Absolutely love it. Quite a phenomenon really when you sit and watch a storm and you work out how much energy is being held up in the sky. Quite remarkable. Oh yeah, CK5 guys. Excellent choice again. Pricey though, mate. I've always been slightly perturbed by the price of their menu. That said though, I've never had a bad one. So, you know, credit where credit's due. You get what you pay for. Yeah, storm in a teacup, CK. And there's our mug right there. Look, keep calm and truck on. Brilliant. So guys, we've grabbed American Truck Simulator as well. That's in the Steam Summer Sale. If you're on PC, do get yourself into the Steam sales and have a look round. There's some good titles there that have been reduced significantly, along with lots of DLCs as well. Look at that graffiti on the wall, guys. Doesn't that look great? Very, very impressive, I have to say. That looks good. Right, better slow down here. So Vienna discovered. There we go. So we've unlocked another part of the map that we've not been to yet already. So that's a nice one to tick off. And I've got to say, it looks absolutely beautiful here. Gorgeous. We've probably all been here on Fernbus before. I need to change lanes really. I don't want to be in this one, so we'll just oik over. There we go. We're sitting in a little bit of traffic now, so it's busy, isn't it, guys? What are we game time? We're 20 to 4 in the afternoon. It's a Friday, so assumably we're hitting rush hour here in Vienna. So it's bound to be busy, isn't it? Mandy, when she goes to McDonald's, she always gets a box of 20 nuggets. Ha! Who doesn't love a nugget? Eh? I'm one of those guys who I don't just have a burger when I go to McDonald's. No, I'm a bit naughty. And I'll have to have a chaser as well. So sometimes it'll be, the chaser will be a triple cheeseburger. Yeah, I love a burger, me. So one of Fowler Welch's trucks just over there to the left hand side behind that Luton van that's beside us on the left. There you go. So that's part of a mod that we've got switched on, guys, for some real life liveries. So that wouldn't necessarily come as standard with the game, but that comes with a mod. Yeah, Harry, the traffic mod that we've got switched on is awesome. You know, lots more traffic than what the game gives you by default. So that's nice. Right, museum there down to the left, and a little souvenir shop as well there. So lots to see here in Vienna. Nice Gothic-like structures as well, as you would expect. Car park there with some electric charging ports. That looks good. Funnily enough, I've just noticed there's a little bit of popping on the buildings here for me, and I think that's my own stupid fault because I've not optimised the graphics actually. through my NVIDIA control panel, so I need to just I'll have a look at that once I've finished the stream. Just make sure I've got those ramped up. CK just in truck sims and flight sim. Hey, yeah, you enjoy flight sim, don't you, CK? I've been watching your stuff on that recently, actually, on flight sim. Absolutely brilliant. There's a lot of streamers out there now who are, you know, gone full out with cockpits and stuff in their games room and front rooms, bedrooms, living rooms, wardrobes, broom cupboards. Yeah, pretty insane amount of kit you can get now for these games. Very, very impressive. Harry's just in a John Deere trailer. Brilliant. Nice. Good old green and yellow John Deere. That's a bit bumpy as we went over there. Right, get ourselves around. Yeah, that building there just flicked in. No reason for it to do that. This computer is more than capable of running this game, you know, 150 million times over at the same time without hindrance. So yeah, I need to have a little look at that. So apologies guys if that comes through on the stream a little bit iffy. Do accept my apologies. Coming right round here then. Ready for that final 50-mile run-in down to Bratislava. The good news is that our JCB excavator has remained on the back of the trailer. We haven't lost it. It's still on. We obviously chained it down quite well at the loading point. No problem there. This poor sod's broken down here on the hard shoulder, bless him. We'll give him a blast. He's got some smoke coming out his car as well, bless him. So he's overheated, much like I'm overheating right now. I think it's actually reading about 28.5 degrees outside where I am right now. So that is warm. And it's chuffing well humid to go with it as well. For all of you guys in the UK, you know what it's like. When it gets warm, that humidity creeps right up, doesn't it? Just makes it a little bit too unbearable for most of us. So final 30 miles now of this particular load down to Bratislava. What have we got down here? We've got a problem? No, we've got a T-junction. And we've got a coach down there. So, is that... Who's that down there in that coach? Oh, it's a red light anyway. Here comes the fire engine, look! Pretty sure, is there a mod that you can download to drive some fire engines in this? That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I'd quite like to do that actually. Turn the old sirens on and go whizzing around. Oh come on, I'm gonna go straight through this red light. I'm gonna get a fine. I know that probably. No fine. Wow, that's impressive. No fine. Okay, well, good-o. We'll carry on then. Thank you very much, Mr. Policeman. We didn't get caught. That's nice. Right then, so we're out in the country now. Look, guys. Lots of farmyard space here. Lots of fields for growing crop and other things. It's nice. Nice bit of maize there on the right hand side as well, growing nicely. There's the policeman there, look. Nothing to see here, Mr. Officer. Thank you very much. We'll keep on cracking on. Mandy wants it to cool down so she can make some more content. Yeah, Mandy, it's too much, isn't it? Absolutely too much. I mean, I did a recording earlier today actually of ETS. That one hits at about 7:30. Ooh, what was that? 7:30 or 6:30? I can't remember now. One of the two. It might be 6:30. I was doing that and just wow, I nearly fell asleep doing it. It was just like the heat was too much for me. So hot warm. Right, let's just be careful with this big trailer. We get round here okay. Nice hot air balloon there on the left. That looks really nice, doesn't it? Just I can't see it from there. Let me hop out of the cab so you can see that, guys. There it is. Look, pink, yellow, green, and white. That one's coming down in a field just over that hill there. Get ourselves back in the cab. Yeah, nice, the old hot air balloons. I do enjoy seeing those on the game. Oh no, Mandy. Your PS5 overheats, does it? Oh. Have you had a problem with the PS5 up till now then, or is it a recent thing in the heat? It's obviously the old what's that paste? The heat paste problem might have reared its head again. I remember having an Xbox 360 that went back to Microsoft twice to be repaired. That was due to a heat paste problem. And to be fair to them, they fixed it both times, and I've still got it up in the loft tucked away. Mandy, thanks for joining us, love. We'll see you soon. We're not going to be too much longer here anyway. We're 3 miles away from the delivery point now. Thought I was going to rear end that car then. That was close. That was very close. There's our minion. Look, he's swinging away. And there's our paperwork down there. And there's Mr. Pussycat. Look, there he is, fast asleep still. Fast asleep. Hopefully he's been enjoying his journey today. Big old logger going by there. So we actually had a red light here. No, we're not. So we've got to now wait for this cut. There we go. So we've got to wait for that car to get out the way, and get out the way he did. He must have read our minds. No, I must admit, Harry, I've not had any problems with mine either, buddy. So that's been okay. Chimneys are stacking out some smoke there. They're busy on the burn up. Over there we've got the BASF oil refinery here on the left, so that's where our oil would be going into if we were doing some oil, which we're not. We've got this big excavator on board. Yeah, lots of popping in there actually. Disappointed with that tree in the far left just flickered and popped in. It's definitely down to me, that I have to say, because I was tinkering with settings and I've not optimised them, so my bad. I'll sort that out when I finish this stream, as I said earlier. Hopefully that hasn't spoilt your engagement, guys. Right then, final turn in to the right, followed by a swing in to the left as we come down here. And here we are, guys, GLS. This is who we are delivering to. There we go. We'll play it safe. It's way too hot to be worrying around about reversing and stuff like that, so we'll just chuck it over here for GLS to offload the excavator for us. There we go. Handbrake on, engine off. Detach the trailer. There we are, guys. We've made it. We covered 621 miles and used about 487 litres of fuel, guys. 61k into the bank for OD Transport. That was wicked. Guys, you know what I'm going to say? That's the end of the stream. I'm Ollie. This is OD Simulation Gaming. Thanks ever so much for joining us on this warm June afternoon. Wishing you all the best for your evenings ahead of us. And we will see you very soon on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.